link below and subscribe to his channel. He's near 500 subscribers and does some great videos, especially ones with his son writing. Yeah, so I was watching his videos, and one of his was his top 10 cartoons of the 80s. Now I've already done one of my top retro cartoons, but not ones that I remember growing up with. So there may be some that are similar, some that are different. I've kind of moved it away so you can't see the DVDs behind me to see what ones that I have. So let's get this started. So number 10 was a fond one that I remember watching with my sister, and it's one that since I picked up the DVD, the theme tune is ingrained in my head. Which is Dog Tanyan and the Three Muskehounds. One for all and all for one. Muskehounds are always ready. Yeah, so it's obviously, this is based on the classic stories by Alexander Dumas. So obviously it's the Three Musketeers. So it's obviously to do with that there. DVD special features includes a character profile and a fact on each of the characters. A list of the song words for the original Dog Tanyan theme tune. I actually remember that we had that on vinyl record. So we did. So I remember watching this with her, and that's why this one here features in the list, because it reminds me of sitting down and watching this with my sister. There wasn't too many that we watched together. Number 9 is one, again, that's one thing about the 80s, is the theme tunes are so catchy. I bet you as soon as I do this here, you'll immediately think, I know what the theme tune is for that. You'll immediately know what it is Inspector Gadget. Obviously Maurice LaMarche did the voice for Inspector Gadget. Just had so many different things, you know, like Go-Go Gadget Copter, Go-Go Gadget shoes, he turned into roller skates and all that kind of stuff. But his niece Penny and Dog Brains were the ones that kind of solved the case, whereas he kind of didn't. He kind of bungled around and kind of got into trouble. Think like Inspector Clouseau, but in a cartoon form with gadgets is the best way for me to describe that. But yeah, and obviously Dr. Claw, who you never really saw, you only saw the hand and the I'll get your next time gadget, that kind of thing. You can't do that too much because it'll wreck your throat, which it just kind of has. Yeah, so this one here, number 9. Number 8. How many of you went woo whenever I chewed that up? Because I did it kind of in my head. Scrooge McDuck. Obviously, this is where we see him start off with Disney. First collection, so we have 3 discs. They did bring out one that was with Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers as well. But I prefer DuckTales. I like the both of them, but DuckTales was always better. A big factor for me was the NES game as well, which obviously they remastered for the PS3, Xbox 360, and it's a great game to play as well. I actually just completed it the other day on the Xbox. Yeah, but it's so beautiful. Original voice cast, everything. So yeah, DuckTales was such a good one. Right, so it's number 8. Number 7 is Danger Mouse. Now, some of you American people may not know Danger Mouse, but you may because they did a reboot last year. But obviously David Jason and Terry Scott did the voice for this. I think it was Terry Scott. I know it was definitely David Jason did the voice of Danger Mouse. Did the voice for, yeah, David Jason and Terry Scott. Did the voice for Count Duckula as well. Del Boy from Money Fools and Horses. But yeah, 12 discs. So you've got Colonel K, Danger Mouse, Penfold, Baron Greenback, Nero, Stiletto, yes. And I remember whenever I got my tonsils taken out, my sister, who was very young at the time, still in the pram, bought me a Danger Mouse car. Oh no, it wasn't Danger Mouse, it was Morph. But I remember that I had the Danger Mouse yellow car. But yeah, this one here, just like the sheer slapstick comedy, and just everything is just pure gold. Right, so number 6 is Hey Look, a Dungeons and Dragons ride. So we had Venger, and then we had the other ones, Hank and Bobby, and Eric and Uni. There's one that started with S. Oh, Bobby, Sheila, Hank, Eric, Diana, and Presto. what? So his name was Presto in real life? What? I pre-ordered this whenever this first got announced, and it's has all the contender DVDs and a nice bit of Presto. Hey, Presto. But this was just another great action series that did they ever get home. Well, there was meant to be a second season of it, and that never happened. So apparently they were meant to get home in the second season. They always would go through a portal and they would be near home, and something would happen, and then they would have to come back, and then they would lose getting home. But yeah, this was so good. You know, he had Ranger, Magician, Thief, Cavalier, and Acrobat. See, because if you remember the theme tune, you remember the words for that. That was the only one that kind of didn't really had like music in the background, but the Dungeon Master, I was going to say Dungeon Keeper, talking over it, so I'll be there. Then you have Transformers, Robots in Disguise. Did I still have it here? And then you have the Transformers movie, obviously, where, if you haven't seen it, don't listen. Spoiler in 3, 2, 1 that Optimus Prime dies. Oh, I got choked up there. Obviously this was Transformers movie, and you saw like a lot of Transformers all getting wasted. And then it became Hot Rod. He then became, what was his name after? Because it was something to do with Matchbox or something, because obviously they had patented Hot Rod, something to do with that. I can't remember. Rodimus Prime or something like that anyway. But yeah, I got the Blu-ray. I got this in work for $5. I was really happy with that, because it's been one that I've been hunting for ages. Obviously they are putting out a steelbook edition, but having a Blu-ray, I don't really need another copy of it. But yeah, I really wanted to get an original Optimus Prime toy, and that was the only toy that I asked for at Christmas time, and I didn't get. I got everything else, got like He-Man, Turtles, Ghostbusters, everything up the wazoo, but the original Optimus Prime, I never got. There's been times where I've seen like the commemorative one, I went to buy it, and for some reason I didn't, and I really should have. But yeah, Transformers, so there would be ones that you wouldn't have heard of, and you would just see them appear in the next episode and be like, oh, there's Gears, you know, because we'd be like, oh, Gears, and you know, blah blah blah. Where are all these dudes coming from? But one of my favorite characters I like in this are the Autobots, the Dinobots. Grimlock for me was just amazing. I just really enjoyed him. He was my favourite Transformer. Right, so into the top 5 now. What way is this going to go? It's quite hard. There's not much in between these, apart from number 1. Number 2 to 5 are pretty even Stevens. Number 5 is the real Ghostbusters. I've said, and I will say it again, I prefer the Ghostbusters theme tune from this over the Ray Parker Jr. Ghostbusters theme tune. I don't know what it is, it just, this has more good, I don't know what it is, but I like it a lot more. Obviously we have the different voice actors here. Ernie Hudson actually said he would do the voice for Winston, and they actually turned him down and got Arsenio Hall. If you've seen Coming to America, he's the one, Simi, who's with Eddie Murphy's character. I can't remember his name in that. It's late at night, so I'm kind of a bit tired, but I wanted to get this done. But yeah, you had Slimer, just like the music, and it's really good again with all of them. The music's brilliant. You know, you could release all the theme tunes on a compilation thing, and people snap it up, or release like the Ghostbusters music, Thundercats music, things like that. But I just really love this. I remember having the toys for this. There was one that you put in the freezer, and whenever you took it out, it was a different colour. I actually had the Proton pack that had like a bit of large sponge at the end of it, which I really enjoyed. And yeah, just all the toys that came with it were great. I remember I was in hospital for something, getting an operation, I can't remember what it was, and my sister actually took the Slimer figure to bed with her, so she had something to remember me by. It's not the case I was dying or anything, you know, but right, number 3 is it number 3? Yes, number 3 is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Heroes in a Half Shell. Obviously, I'm a big fan. You know, like I've met Kevin Eastman because like he's created one of my favorite cartoons. But I obviously this came out as a comic first. As you know, I've only just gotten into comics the past couple of years or so, and I'm still learning stuff about it. And this was one that I just fell in love with as soon as I saw this. This was one that I remember having the flu at Christmas, and I got the Turtles toys. I remember I had a Turtles bag and put them all into the bag, and these were the toys that I remember opening and going, whoa, you know, that new toy smell, the plastic and everything of it was lovely. Yeah, but 30 years now it's been going for. It's crazy. The majority of these have all been going for quite some time. Obviously this is a huge success now with the Nickelodeon cartoon or animation, whatever way you want to should put it. The comics are still as popular on issue 60 of it. But yeah, I love this. The theme tune again was top notch, and yeah, the movie was really good. The first movie, yeah. I remember renting out in video the second and third one. I've never seen the third one. I have it on Blu-ray. I've never watched it. I've seen the first two. Go Ninja, go Ninja, go. So number 2 is Thundercats. Sorry, I had to pick the one that had the real shiny thing. So obviously you had the let's see how good Chris's memory is. Right, so you had Panthro, Lynxo, Pomara, Chitara, Lion-O, Bengali. Where's Tigra? See on the other side? Nope. So the ones missing are Tigra, Snarf, Wildcat, and Wildcat. That's odd. Yeah, so this set has like something like 10 discs or something. Yeah, it's just another one that if they were to release the music of this, I would snap it up. The music is brilliant. Panthero's theme, the actual theme tune, the Thunder Tank theme, the villains in this. There's so many, you know, like Sly, Vulture Man, Monkey, and what's the one called? Oh my god, Ritaro, and there's the bird, the one that has the big beak. Oh god, I shouldn't have started that. That's gonna know me now. I can't remember his name, but anyway, yeah, just again, I had the toys for this. Person up the street, his dad actually built us a cat's lair, which was class to play with your toys in. And it's just one that, you know, you wish you had the toys for now. But yeah, I just love everything about this cartoon. But unfortunately, it gets beat by He-Man. I didn't put She-Ra on the list because effectively that is He-Man but with a woman. But this is just, you know, He-Man, Skeletor. I don't know what drew me to this. I don't remember how I first watched this or anything, but it's one that's stayed with me. You know, I've talked about this before. It stayed with me through my whole life. You know, we'll have a bit there, and then we'll have like a couple of new bits up there as well to do with He-Man. There's the He-Man and Thundercats comic coming out next week. So if you're a fan of that, get that. You know, that's the thing now, is even though these are 30, 35 years old, they're still loved. They're still going on in some form or another, whether it's a case of, you know, Transformers, there's the Michael Bay movies, even though they're terrible. Danger Mouse got a reboot. Inspector Gadget had movies. The likes of Ghostbusters, obviously the female Ghostbusters. Turtles is still going on. He-Man is still going on with like the toy line, which is kind of dwindling down. But then I had the Filmation stuff, which I kind of wish that I'd started doing, but because Mighty Collector is such a pain in the hole to deal with, I thought, no, I better not. So I didn't want to go down that road. Obviously, I'd watch other cartoons whenever I was a kid, the likes of, say, Wacky Races, Scooby-Doo, and Tom and Jerry. But because they aren't 80's cartoons, they can't be classified as that. So, yeah, He-Man, for me, is just, you know, the fact is he's the most powerful man in the universe, but you don't see him really getting that physical, or, you know, if Skeletor's in trouble, he will help Skeletor. So he fights for good, but he protects all life. It's not a case of he'll just protect his friends. If they need to work together, they'll work together. But Manny Faces for me was probably my favourite character. But I think that was more a case of to do with the toy, because he was only in a couple of episodes. Same as Cyclone was only in a couple of episodes. But yeah, the action figures were just outstanding. I did have like a lot of the original figures, the 2002 figures and the classic figures, but because I really wanted to go WrestleMania, and I was moving house, I wanted to downsize, even though I have a bigger room displaying stuff like that. I kind of wanted to start fresh, and if I wanted to start a collection, go somewhere else, and that's what I did. I don't regret it, because I enjoyed myself immensely at WrestleMania, and the love for that helped fund another love at the time. But yes, that was my favourite 10 80s cartoons that I watched growing up, and probably still watch today, to be honest. You know, like these DVDs. I would love to just have a day off work and then just watch one of each of them, things like that. So if you enjoy this, give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe if you haven't already. 600 subscribers, once I hit that, I'll be doing a giveaway, hopefully. And yeah, leave a comment below. Is there one here that you don't think should have made the list? Is there something that I haven't put on? I know Stevie will probably put on about Mask and things like that. I haven't watched Mask. I thought G.I. Joe was a person. I'm not doing myself any favours. I'm gonna go. Thanks for watching, and until next time.